Well, you wanted to have a sprayer system on the front of this, so that's what we're going to do today. We got this drip line, and they got these risers, and this system, they've got these little anchors. Just set this out here like that. They got this hose, can go 30 psi. This takes it down to 30 psi, the calibrator. You can plug that into there. I got to cut a hose out here, and so we can connect the male and female parts to the existing hose out here, because we're hooking to a hose, 3/4 inch hose. And they've got these little sprayers, 180 degree sprayers. So that's what this is, and they screw into the top of the riser, and then the spray nozzle goes out 180, approximately 10 foot. So we got your anchor, the riser, the little sprayer, and then the hose to hook to here. That screws in there also, and then it hooks to this, those are the risers. And then here's a little 1/4 inch barb connector. And that hooks down into the hose. And this pokes a hole in the hose where you want these little connectors to go, the barb connector. Then you hook this to that, and then this hose to here, and then we got a plug that goes on the end of the hose, plugs it up, and we got a 100-foot hose. So this goes down at the other end, plugs a line, and this calibrator goes on the end of there, plugs that, and then this part goes into the existing hose. And then I'll take the male and female parts, and then I've got to put this, which has on and off valves on the hose that I make for this. And then this, I don't know if I need that or not. Probably not. I don't need that one.
I don't think you want to do these this tall.
Well, we'll see about that.
I'll
can
tell
cut
you
them in
why.
half.
Go ahead. Say what were you gonna say?
I can cut them in half if they're too tall.
Yeah, and I think kids walking down the road here would damage them.
So, first thing I'm going to do is fix the hose up. Okay, putting the male and female pieces on this so I can hook up the valve, on and off valves. Had an existing line going to those little sprinklers up in the front, and that was on another video. It's loud out here on the road, on the road, but we're going to do the best we can. Sprinklers all the way out in front to water the lawn. Now we're going to have misters. Now put the valve on. rocket science. Calibrator on. Like I said, this takes it down to 30 pounds per square inch. You got PSI, pressure, and then this water coming in's got 45 to 65 PSI. And this hose can only take 30 pounds pressure. I'm going to push this on here. This has got a hole all the way through it, so when you put it in the hose, it comes up. And then we'll hook everything up on the first one, and then, like I said, we'll go all the way down, get this line done, pull the torque back over it, and presto, changeover, we're done. So we poke a little hole in there, get your barb in there. That simple as that. All right, and these just screw on. You just there's got threads. Say again. Well, this one don't have threads, but these have threads on here and here. So this just pokes on. That one. Come on, man.
Maybe I'll put that on first.
Maybe. It's down there anyway. It ain't coming off. Mess that thing up. Put the plug in and see how far that sprays. And if you want these lower, we can put them lower right here.
I think that's probably.
Huh?
I think that's. Just go try it.
Okay, we'll plug that other end. Just plug.
Here's our Mr. Cool. Works great. Been like 3 years now. Absolutely works great. All right. Oh yeah. Gotta. All right. I'm just gonna turn this off. And I'll turn it off right here. Turn this off. Turn this one on. There we go.
Has a directional on it too. Okay, this has a directional arrow on it, so you got to make sure that the water's going the right way. Some tape on it too.
it off of the... Try to get them on there straight or they ain't gonna work anyway. See now. Guess that did the trick. No leaking now. That's just a mist. That's all you need. There goes a stronger. I was hoping, see, I wanted to hit this little piece of grass here. I haven't been getting that. We're gonna turn the big sprinkler on. Yeah, that works good.
So you can...
That solves our little problem here, huh?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. You can have that one that high, I guess. I don't know. Since you wanted to get over here.
I need to...
Let's do it. Yeah, I like it. That's what I wanted, something like that, you know?
So let's see how far I need to go. Probably every 5 feet or even less. There's 5 foot right there. So every 5 feet.
You think? Every 5 feet? Well, that wouldn't hurt a thing. You'd get it done quick.
Yeah, it's nothing to it.
Do it.
How about I go make a bunch of those and I'll have a little breakfast. I'll make a whole bunch of them. Keep them all the same height.
What do you think, about half of that?
Huh?
Half of that height? Or less?
I got 25 of those things. Or, yeah.
How high do you want them?
You think that's too high?
The only thing I'm thinking about is stuff hitting it over and ruining the aesthetics. Okay, Mike made some of these little guys.
Directional sprayers.
So we're going to put it every, what'd you decide?
I'm going to put a hole every 5 feet.
Every 5 feet?
Yeah. 5 footer. I'm going to make a little mock here. Yeah, you can see that pretty easy. So every 5 feet. And then I got a foot long wire.
You can always add more if you want to.
Yeah.
Ready some? Alright, go trees and hide. I can hide from holding roots. And there's a tree here. We can find that. There's a tree. Get some. We'll see what we do with that. You want to hold on with trees here because it's so loud. I think that's for here. I don't know. I think we get the idea of that, right? We're going to go all the way down. Going all the way down. we're done with this, there'll be all kinds of shrubbery on, I don't know what yet, but we'll figure it out.
Okay, here's what I did. I cut a 1-foot-long extension line with the coupler or the connector to the stake, to the extension bar, and then the spray head. So what we're going to do, put a hole in the top here. Probably going to spray me. No. Put this in there. Okay.
Hear it pop in there.
Yeah, they pop in, sounds like. So this is our first attempt at doing this, and I wouldn't worry about, if I were you, to do something new, because it's exciting. Come on. There. Easy.
Then we ought to kind of stick them up because we're going to see what they do, aren't we?
Yeah. Wet.
It was good. Did you put them where you wanted them?
Well, I don't know. Make sure they're all facing the right way.
You ready? Did it work?
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That'll work.
I like it.
Now we're gonna. So now we're gonna continue on. We're gonna level the ground and put the tarp and the bark on this. There's some more trees that planted themselves. These two guys. These two little guys planted themselves right there. Like, you like it that high?
I wouldn't do it the other height that the other ones are.
We're planning on putting a wall out here about maybe this high. All the way down. Right? Yeah. Alright. That's good for now. Right? So you just, okay.
I just cut, I put the tarp back over.
Put the tarp back over, and then we put the tarp back on, and now you're just going to cover it all up.
Yeah,
after you had put the little sprayers in there.
Probably going to make this one 3 inches also.
Yeah.
Just make it look beautiful.
Hey, beautiful. And that's all you're going to do today is just that? Huh?
We spent most of the day doing this.
It's over 90 degrees out here, but it's not bad. It's a little breeze, right?
It's a little quiet breeze.
You can get some slivers that way. Get some ants on me too. Well, at least it's not like the ants in Texas. They kill you, those fire ants.
Yeah, and what they do is they get on you, and then they get where they need to be, and then they get one signal from the captain or the general or whatever, and then they bite you all at the same time. Red ants.
Fire ants. On fire.
Fire ants.
You be on fire.
Yeah, you're being hot-fitted.
Hot fit on fire.
All right, how's that look, partners?
Looks good. Yay!
He really liked him.
Did he? You show him working?
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen,
Adjust it where it doesn't have to go hit like we've been doing. That's probably all right.
yeah, I moved it. You like your garden? These are some ideas for you.
We're no gardeners.
No, but like I said, you know, if you just start doing something, it's more than likely you'll finish it. And if you enjoy stuff like this, it's do it yourself. It's a lot cheaper than letting somebody else do that, because this was $175.
Just for the line and the little...
Yeah, and I imagine if I had to pay somebody to do that, it would be like, for every one I did, which 10 of them, they'd probably charge $10 a piece for that. at least. That'd be $100 right there.
See how it's hitting the water dripping off of them. Yay! See this little guy right here, we're hoping will make it.
He's doing a heck of a lot better.
Oh yeah, he's coming.
These were just like tiny little things.
Yeah.
They were way in there on the trunk.
You remember how the first one was? It was like that.
Yeah, he was really struggling, or she was struggling for a while. He's doing good now.
Yeah. All right. I don't think you'd have to leave them on very long either. Right? You wouldn't have to leave them on very long.
No. Stays off the sidewalk. That's what you were worried about so much, you know?
Oh, waste of stuff. Waste of water.
Still not getting anything over here. Might need a one like that goes like that and then half of that.
Maybe. All right. Well, that's cool.
Looks like some professional did that.
Yeah. All right. Good job, Mike.